Sziasztok, Johnny vagyok, üdvözöllek a csatornámon. A mai videóban a Hogwarts Legacy-t fogom folytatni, ez lesz a 10. részünk. Úgyhogy nincs más hátra, mint találkozzunk Weasley professzorral. Nála van egy küldetésünk, amit meg tudunk csinálni. Ja, nem is ezt tettem valami térképet. Ki van már jelölve, csak hogy közelebb tudok-e menni. Érdekes, hogy mindenhol vannak ilyen feladatok. Ezt a ládát, ezt továbbra is tudom, hogy hol van. Ide be tudok menni. Ja, nem. Itt is van egy, és ezt is meg kell valahogy pörgetni. Hát nem tudom, nem tudok rájönni, most már az összes kombinációt kipróbáltam. De valahogy egyik sem működött. Tudom, hogy mit jeleznek ezek a számok. Várjunk, és mi van, hogyha... Aha. Azt hiszem, hogy rájöttem. Szóval az volt a lényeg, hogy úgy van szerintem beszámozva, hogy 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Csak arra nem jöttem rá, hogy ez a 0 itt. És akkor ide beállítottam a 2-t, ide meg beállítottam a 7-et. És akkor úgy kijöttek a számok. Na végre valamit kinyitottunk, és egy új szemüvegünk valami jobb végre, mint a mostani borzalom. Végre le tudom cserélni. Megérte minden fáradozás, megérte. Mennyivel jobban néz ki. Köszi, ez nem arany, de jobb. Úgyhogy... Na, ennek örülök. És ennyi volt. Hát ezt megfejtettük. És most a rossz irányba megyek, mi?
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
És mit fogunk itt csinálni?
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. if ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
Jó.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Ja, értem. Nem találtam meg az F betűt. Mindegy. Aha, így van. Mindegy, sikerült.
Splendid. Now, let's go on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
What good?
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Itt, hogy ott valami levelek.
Is that... Goodness.
Hosszú ideig vártam itt rád.
I wondered where that had got to.
Talán néhány centivel több.
Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Ja, az akkor valaki más? Hosszú ideig vártam itt rád, talán néhány centivel több pergament kaptál, mint vártad. Szólj, ha megpróbálnál újra találkozni velem, szívélyes üdvözlettel, T. És oda rejtélyes levél. Fedezzem fel.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Bocs.
Revelio.
Ott van egy láda. Fönt is vannak ládák. És ez... Ja, az nem láda. Bocsánat. Így tudok felmászni a ládához? Ez a láda. Nem már, hogy megint megtaláltam. Ezt nem hiszem. Na most a kérdés. Hogy inkább jöjjek vissza érte, vagy semmisítsek meg valamit, ami nálam van. Vagy nézzük meg, hogy el tudok-e menni innen. És majd visszajövök. Jelenleg nem elérhető. Akkor én tudok kimenni innen, akkor viszont kénytelen leszek valamit megsemmisíteni majd. És lehet, hogy több dolog is lesz itt. Ez zseni. Ha ezeket megsemmisíteni, ezeket nem tudom. Ugyanez nem ér sokat. Na nézzük. Mi volt itt? Egy új sál, és az jobb, mint a mostani. Hát nem sokkal, de jobb. Oké. Viszont lehet még itt tovább menni.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Jaj, szegény. Mennyi levél van itt? Kicsit megsértettem, amiért a szoba azt hitte. Fürdésre van szükségem. Szemtelen dolog. Még WC is van. de jól néz ki.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
Ó,
What
remek.
was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Ó.
Perhaps you should summon and find out.
Accio. Revelio.
Hogy kell ezt csinálni? Valahogy csak ki tudom innen nyitni ezt a ládát. Jó. És végül is sikerült kinyitni.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Az van. Megvan.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deek, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deek has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deek. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deek, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deek's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, an it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Van egy csomó olyan ruhánk, ami nincs azonosítva. És akkor ezt tudja azonosítani. És volt olyan nálunk, ami jobb, mint ami rajtunk van.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Oké, akkor itt tudunk ilyeneket csinálni. De jó. Ennek nagyon örülök. Az jobb volt. Ezt találtuk. Talán most így más olyat nem láttam, hogy cserélnünk kellene. Itt ez nem jobb, mint ami rajtunk van, de nem is rosszabb. Legyen az, mert az aranyszínű, legendás. Úgyhogy lehet, hogy jobb.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Okay.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Tehát meg kell idéznünk egy beítalfőző asztalt és egy lántázó asztalt, amit később majd fel is tudunk szedni. Többfélét is tudunk csinálni. Nagyon sok holdkő van nálunk azért, mert én útközben összeszedegettem őket, és most hasznos volt, nagyon is hasznosnak tűnik. Úgyhogy igazából kezdjük ezzel, mert miért ne? Lerakjuk, és akkor ezt nem is kell felszedni. Ja, ez a plántázó asztal volt? Nem, ez a beítalfőző volt, ez is. De ez mind beítalfőző. Ja igen, mert itt kell a gyógynövényt kiválasztani.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Értem, jó.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Visszatért Fig. Jó, akkor nézzük meg a küldiket. Itt további dolgokat tudunk megtanulni tőle. Hát, ha már úgyis itt vagyunk, akkor ezt mindenképpen csináljuk meg, ezt a lakberendezésest, és akkor utána megyünk Fighez. Na, arra nagyon kíváncsi vagyok, hogy mi a helyzet, mert megtaláltuk a lapokat.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone.
Ott már van
You can
bőven.
acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Jó.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Fali dísz. Jó, meg is van. Padlódísz. Hát szerettem volna elforgatni, de nem ér ezt. Hogyan kéne forgatni? Nem teljesen írtam, mert ott csak egy egérjel van, de hogy mit kell csinálni?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Hát nem tudtam, hogy ilyen részletek is lesznek ebben a játékban.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize.
Jó. Méretét. Minek a méretét változtassam meg? Tudom kicsinyíteni.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Oké. Nem tudom, hogy ezzel mennyit fog foglalkozni.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
És ez micsoda? Ja, extra helyek, amiket lehet használni.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Jó, hát akkor lett egy saját szobánk. Én most ezzel nem szeretnék annyira foglalkozni, úgyhogy... Melyik az ajtó? Kijárat. Menjünk szépen. Szeretnék beszélni Figgel, úgyhogy csináljuk meg azt a küldet. Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy mit mond.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt.
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so that he'd tell me how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Ja, az izginek hangzik.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Nem tudtam, hogy el kellett volna mennünk Roxmorsba eladni a dolgainkat.
Think was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
De jól néz ki.
If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Mi is volt az? Hú, az már régen volt.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Okay.
Shall we have a look?
Lesznek próbák.
I know that.
És eddig egyik sem volt
It's not
az.
far. You may have seen it yourself.
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Jó.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Jó. Első lépésként elmegyünk Roxmorehoz beladni a dolgokat, mert már nem tudunk mit felvenni.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. What can I do for you today?
Jó.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Remélem, hogy most eleget eladtam
Thank you
ahhoz, hogy
again
tudjunk
for
menni.
delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Nézzük meg a küldiket. Elég sok küldink van most. Hogyan tudok mandragórát beszerezni? Illetve mérges csápfüvet. Próbáljuk most ki ezt a mennydörgő főzetet az ellenségeken, még ez legyen. És a próba az majd csak a következő részben fog már beférni. Illetve itt volt egy próba, ami, ez volt az, ami a parton van. Lehet, meg kéne nézni. Azt meg szerettem volna mindenképpen nézni, meg ott voltak talán a környéken. Hát a tiltott rengetegben enemik is. Először nézzük meg ezt.
Here's a pleasant surprise.
De ez nem az. Ha, most van egy csomó ilyen gömb.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Sikerült! Ez ennyi volt. Na akkor menjünk, nézzük meg ezeket az enemiket itt. Tehát amit használnom kéne, az ez.
I tell you that sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still. It's been ages since I've found
It's you.
Yes.
I'll send you around like a.
There's talk of what you can do.
Who put that livery?
Stupid one.
Get.
You will pay for that.
Stupid one.
Incendio.
How was that?
Sikerült elhasználni. Ott itt. Akkor elvileg ez megvan, ez a küldi. Azonosítatlan öltözék. Szuper. Most már tudjuk, hogyan lehet azonosítani. Nézzük, hogy hagytunk itt valamit.
He's weak. Yes, he is. The last time you saw him catch a beast. Spends more time petting the things.
Te hol vagy? Te másik oldalon. Még nem ártana kitennem azokat a varázslatokat, amik esetleg jól is jönnek a harcban. Tulajdonképpen ezek.
Protego! Confringo! Oh, at least give it a bit of effort.
Leviosa! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Ott van egy láda. Minden megérte. Új szemüveg. És ez a szemüveg jobb, mint ami rajtunk van, és ennek azért örülök, mert ez a szemüveg ez normálisan néz ki. Ja, de nem vagyok meg elég magas szintű. Jó. Na, ugorj vissza! Nehézkes visszaugrás volt ez, nehézkes. Jó, szerintem ennek a résznek itt lesz a vége, és a következő részben megnézzük ezt a próbát. Ez a rész így is elég hosszú lett. Remélem, hogy tetszett nektek ez a rész, ha igen, akkor dobjatok egy lájkot. Ha szeretitek, amit csinálok, akkor ne felejtsetek el feliratkozni, és legközelebb találkozunk. Sziasztok!